Hey guys, our decline here, average picker. So it is about 2:33 in the morning. We're going to try to get a late night pick on the TrekMaster30. It's an unknown challenge lock, so it's got no name. But it was pinned up by TrekMaster. And we will see what we can do here. I'll tell you too, I'm also a little bit distracted because we've got a car that's apparently been going back and forth on our street quite slow unless it sees somebody, in which case it apparently speeds up, so kind of keeping an eye out for that. So who knows, maybe you will see headlights come in that window. And I will stop picking and run outside real quick. Man, so this is one of those locks where you get multiple pins feeling like they want to do something. There's not a clear binder. I just dropped something in the back that I nudged up. It's a 6-pin. Okay, so that was a good little drop sound. Oh, okay, so had a good little drop sound. We nudged up the first pin a little bit. I don't think he's overset. We went into a false. Oh, actually, he might be. So we've got a little bit of counter rotation with him. Now he seems set. Okay, pin 2. Good clean lift. You know what? A little bit of counter rotation. There we go. So that surprised me a tiny bit, though. It felt like something needed to be done here, but I really was not sure if pin 6 was set. In fact, I was eyeing a deforest or one of the SS dev hooks, because once I lifted that pin in the front, if it didn't open, my plan was to grab like an SS dev hook and get back there and get a really big lift off of, good lift on pin 6. But it turned out pin 6 was apparently set earlier when I'd hit it. So here's our lock, or here's our key. You can see our bidding. Nothing too crazy, but we did have pin 6 would have been a little protected by 5 there. It's a TrekMaster lock, so we know the key's going to work, right? Well, it's actually a little stiffer in the core than I expected, but I think that's just doesn't seem to be any pinning fault. That just seems to be the core. Do I have anything here to pry this sucker off with? Use this. Oh, damn. That sucker is really on there. Well, we're not bleeding yet. Okay, let's do this without having a gutting accident. Ooh. Need a different follower for sure. Alright guys, bear with me, I gotta move some stuff out of the way. This is what happens when you clean up. Everything is not just laying around within arm's reach. Feels a little too, damn. Yeah, that guy's just a little too big. And this guy's just a little too tiny, maybe. Let's see what happens. Let's go for it. Woohoo! Okay, so serrated in 6, standard in 5. Oh, standard with a little bit of a cut on 5. We'll call him a 98% standard. Serrations on 4, serrated on 3. 97% standard on 2 and a serrated on 1. Let's check the core here. Okay, it looks like we do have, so we've got threading on 1, 4, and 6 for sure. And 2 something that could be threading or a semi-undercut. It's hard to tell. We'll do a close-up of it. Of course, later here. Serrated, we've got a spool. Oh, a little, I guess they're called barrels. It's very nice looking spool. This is a neat little lock. Okay, what have we got? I'm a little bit worried about this one. I'll show you why. You missing a piece? Weird. Okay, anyway, let's go to a first one. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay, okay. So, I think, God, did this fall out and I didn't notice it? So I think 2 was a drunken, I'll explain when we flip the camera around. Okay, looks like we've got all steel springs. And it doesn't feel like any work has been done upstairs. All right, let's get the camera. Oh God, you know what? I just realized I was gutting it out of frame. Sorry, guys. I think I did that last night too. Anyway, we'll get the camera flipped around and see what we got. Okay, so here we go. As I hide everything again. So here is our core. You can see we've got thread work on 1, 4, and 6. And then we've got this going on 2. And it's a little hard to figure out. I think that was meant, I think it's an undercut. It seems more undercut on this side. And looking at it through the camera, it definitely looks more undercut than like a failed threading. So our 2 driver, it's possible I did not see this wafer fly out. This wafer was sitting up here. So it's possible I did not see that. Because what I saw was this guy. That's from the cat. What I saw was this guy pointing side into the shear line. But the lock felt a little too smooth for that. So let's look at 5, because 5 looks like a standard. And get on there and you see a little tiny cut. Got serrated, serrations. Where's that? Oh, there we go. So our number 4 driver. It's a very nice looking little barrel. I believe that's what those are called. I don't think any of these are pin and pin, no. Very nice little spool. Yeah, so that's really nice. I'll see if I can figure out. I'm pretty sure that it's just supposed to be drunken because it doesn't make sense that it wouldn't have had that wafer, and I must have just missed it. Maybe I actually caught it on camera and can spot it. So there we go. The unknown challenge lock. Pinned up by TrekMaster. So really appreciate it. This was a fun little pick, actually. Quite enjoyable. That it threw me a little bit. I thought I had to go back and do 6. Still a little bit more, but I guess we had it set. And once we kind of shook up around 1 and 2, we cleared that drunken and got it open. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.